Yo, yes, sir. What's good, everybody? You know what time it is. It is MoSports TV. It feels so good to be back. It's been a little 2-week absent from the basement, but I'm back, and I feel better than ever.
Let's get it.
I'm with Big Ed. I'm with Andy B, and I'm with Matt Chi.
Yes, sir.
You already know we out here just doing the most.
Definitely doing the most.
Hey,
Doing the most.
we in front of everybody all the time, all day, every day. If you like sports, just know you're gonna have to see us about it. If you like viral videos, you're gonna have to see us about it. If you're trying to get the drop on what's going on in the NFL and the NBA, you're gonna have to see us about it.
That's a Fendi. Tis a Fendi.
Straight like that.
What's happening?
And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck.
All right, we got a lot to talk about today. So, what do we want to kick it off with? I mean, I don't know. There's so many ways we could go about this. What do you guys feel like talking about first?
Let me just get everybody in the chat real quick. And then we'll go from there.
I think I'm gonna adjust this light. I'm looking incredibly ghostly right now, and Andy is almost blending in. So I'm gonna adjust that.
Yeah, turn that shit down. Them boys got you looking like. There we go. That's a little better. What's good, y'all? You already know what time it is. It's MoSports TV. We got a lot to talk about. We got the NFL franchise tag deadline. We got some NFL news. We got some NBA news. We even gonna talk a little college basketball, a little World Baseball Classic. We got a lot on the slate today, so it's gonna be a good one. Make sure y'all tune in and ask us as many questions as you want, because guess who broke the Joe Mixon story? Matt Chirico.
Yes, sir. You heard it here first.
He broke the Joe Mixon story, and I don't give a goddamn what any of y'all talking about. Y'all can talk all the shit y'all want, but we had the drop. Matt had the drop. We had the ultimate drop. I'm not going to say who it was or how we did it, but we had the ultimate drop. We dropped that news before ESPN, before Barstool, before Fox,
before
CBS, before TM fucking Z, son. Before TMZ, before Woj, before Schefter, before Shams, before all that. Before all that.
The hate that
I don't give a fuck.
The hate was crazy. I mean, it was just, I don't want to say it was mind-boggling, because I get people don't like quote-unquote fake news, but I mean, Joe Mixon has a track record of some very bad issues legally. I don't get why this was such a shock for people and why they came to his defense so crazily, but you know, I'm glad that the kid that was involved is okay. Apparently it was only a couple strays to kind of his leg that he hit him, so I'm
happy the kid is alive. I'm happy that he's doing well and he's in stable condition. That's what really matters. The fact that we
first time, long time. What's going on? Thanks for being here.
Oh, we got us. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Welcome. But yeah, man, it's not really about us trying to, do something clickbait, and we're trying to do this.
The news.
No, we're a sports news network. We talk about sports. We put opinions on sports. We put analysis on sports. And guess what? We break news too. If we got the drop, like for example, we broke the Knicks floor plans.
Yeah.
For the alternative courts. That's facts.
Yeah. And
this is our second drop. And there's gonna be more drops to come from there. But y'all better start respecting this shit. Our drops is valid.
They're reputable. These are reputable sources that are telling us this information. Like, and then all of a sudden, 2 hours, 3 hours later, Fox starts reporting it, and they're like, "Wait, he was cooking." I'm like, all right, bro.
Come on now. Now there's still more facts that need to be untold.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hold our tongue from there, and we're gonna just be classy and just let us be right, and just let us be right, and the truth will come to light at the end of the day. But let's talk. You want to talk the NFL franchise tag deadline?
Let's get this out the way, man.
Let's get it out the way. Daniel Jones just signed a contract, 4 years, $160 million with the New York Giants.
What the hell did he play the clapper? What the hell was that?
and 82 million guaranteed.
82 M's guaranteed over the first 2 years, dog.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Front load that thing, just in case we gotta drop him after year 3. But here's the thing. I like it, and we've locked Saquon in. We got our guys back.
I don't know.
We got our guys back.
I
like it.
I don't think you got Saquon. I don't think he's playing under that franchise tag. I don't care what he says on Twitter.
Sounds good. He'll play.
I don't think he'll play on 10 million. You can't as a running back at that point. I think he's not. I don't know if he's necessarily going to take it like Le'Veon Bell, but I think he's going to take it to that close to that point because I don't think he can play under that.
You don't think he bangs with New York enough to play under the tag for one season?
No, I think he has a lot of leverage.
He still has. In my opinion, he still has to prove that he's going to stay healthy consistently.
How much is this franchise tag?
10 million.
10 million.
Oh,
and we offered him 12 and a half.
It is disrespectful. The difference between the quarterback running back money is ridiculous.
Well, that's the most expensive position to the least expensive position in the NFL. So at the end of the day, people are only spending $2 million a year on their running backs, and they have 2-3 of them.
Well, I think it's a different for him. It's a different case.
He's your whole offense.
Yeah, he's their offense.
He's not going to be next year.
No, I think
then they're not going to go to the playoffs.
I think if you're giving Daniel Jones that much money, Saquon can't be the entire offense next season. If Daniel Jones is getting $40 million, then it's guaranteed that he's going to be getting, some type of workload passing wise. This isn't going to all come down to Saquon.
I don't know about that.
That's y'all franchise. I don't.
That's
terrible.
That's a tough sell. You can't sell me on Daniel Jones being the sole purpose of the sole way their offense pushes.
I don't think he'll be the sole reason, but the workload isn't going to be Saquon Barkley all the time. That's not going to be as much ground and pound as we've seen this year because they're going to go out and get him a receiver. There's no way that you go into this next year with just Isaiah Hodgins.
There's
just no way. Even if you don't get
so many wide receivers that. What do you mean we hope? I know we're going to get some good wide receivers.
We're going to at least draft.
We're going to get Addison from USC, I bet.
Whoa. Addison's going to be a top 10 pick.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah, he's going to be one of those guys that he definitely has the capability to be. I think he probably will be in the 10 to 15 range if you want, but I don't know if
I'll say him either in Jigba, Addison, or Quentin Johnson. Either or.
Are they talents that's going to push it?
Yes. They're dogs. They're fucking dogs.
No, they're all. He named really great.
That's cool.
All three dogs.
I don't know if they're coming in and changing your offensive.
It's going to be like a Justin Jefferson type receiver.
None of them. Well, Addison probably has the.
Addison is like a Devontae Smith in my opinion.
And Quentin Johnston is literally a Mike Evans type of build. He's going to go up and get the ball. So I really like him coming in and making a difference.
And then we get a vet in free agency.
My question.
What? What's the question?
Are they going to be an impact like Justin Jefferson is?
Maybe we don't know. They're fucking.
I don't know.
They're fucking college players. They're going to be rookies. We don't know. That's Justin Jefferson. He's talking about a fucking top 3 wide receiver in the NFL.
There's just no way that Shane and Dayball are looking at this offseason and they're ignoring the wide receiver position. Is all I'm saying. They're going to address it one way or another. It's gonna happen.
We'll see what happens. I think there's just a lot of questions, you know what I'm saying, that are going to be answered.
You got to make the right picks. That's all I'm saying. The right picks.
Yeah. And if we do, we're contenders. Straight like that.
When you pay a quarterback like this, there shouldn't be any more questions. This should be the last question. This contract should be, all right, now we go win the Super Bowl. We have our guy locked up. You don't. You really just opened up more questions by giving him the contract.
Are you two saying is that your guy?
I don't think Matt's.
We don't have.
He's obviously our guy for the next 4 years. So yes, he's our guy. The fuck? Yes, he's our guy.
I'm not asking. He's being delusional. Do you think Danny Jones is going to lead y'all somewhere?
I mean,
yes.
What is the ceiling of the next 4 years?
To at least the NFC Championship.
I think we can compete in an NFC Championship game. I don't know if he's good enough to beat Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
We're gonna find out when we build the roster the way we want to build it. It might not be all the way this offseason, it might be next offseason too. But by the end of his contract, we're gonna be fucking contenders in the NFC, and I promise you that shit.
I mean,
because we already made it to the second fucking round with fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I was gonna
with
say
fucking bullshit. We made it to the second round already. So we'll see
in a
when we
rebuild
actually do what we're supposed to do in the offseason. I trust Joe Shane with all my heart. I trust Dable. I trust Kafka. I trust Wink Martindale, and I trust Daniel Jones and Saquon, and I trust the new wide receivers we're gonna have too, plus Mondale Robinson and Hodgins.
Rebuilding? That's still rebuilding.
This is the rebuild. This
is off season is the rebuild. We will be playing ball. We will get 10 wins next year. Yes, we're gonna run that back. Yes.
With all that being said, if you're telling me by the end of his contract you're gonna be a winning team, you won't have Saquon anymore, and you'll have to be paying other receivers. So I would guess
we'll see. We don't need
but
Saquon to be a great team after these.
Completely disagree with that. I disagree with that.
I said 2 weeks ago.
You know what's funny?
Pay him.
You know
I never thought that we needed to pay Saquon in order to have a solid team.
You know what's funny though?
Running backs.
You wish our offense, bro.
I think next year you do need Saquon. There's no. I think there is a running back in this draft, but there's no way you're not drafting him in the first round if you're the Giants. That wouldn't make sense at all.
Okay.
There's no difference makers at running back this year. So I think this year you need Saquon. Maybe next offseason somebody's a free agent or somebody's in the draft that you can get. But for right now, they do need Saquon.
This is how I look at it. Saquon had I was looking at this stats. So the year before when Saquon was hurt, the three Gallman, who's the other two running backs that year?
Wayne Gallman. Oh man, I mean that was an ugly year.
It was a very ugly team.
They had the same amount of yards.
Right?
No, it was no. What was it? Jonathan Stewart, maybe?
No,
that
was mad years.
Bro,
that was Gettleman.
Like literally anything.
What are we at?
Last
2021.
Yeah, 2021 running backs. They had the same amount of rushing yards and touchdowns as Saquon did this year.
I'm not convinced.
Combined.
You're combining three guys.
Yeah, but that's what running games are for non-stud running backs, right? It's three dogs. Obviously, he's a stud. So, yeah, he's one compared to the other three.
But we talked
about
Devontae
Booker.
Yes, Devontae
Booker and somebody else too on top of that.
We talked about the fact
and
that
Brightwell.
No team since 2000 and I want to say 18 or 17 with Todd Gurley has been in the Super Bowl and is paying their running back more than $10 million.
Those teams are built a little differently, though. They didn't have Daniel Jones at quarterback.
But you're such a non-believer.
You're still doubting Daniel Jones.
He had a.
I want to see him.
Game,
I want to see him with a.
He had one good play.
I want to see him with a true number one receiver. Although I'm not convinced that he wasn't part of the reason Galladay didn't succeed. I think he's part of the reason. Galladay was terrible, but the way he fell off a cliff definitely had something to do with it. But
I doubt it. I really don't.
I get it. Y'all trying to convince yourselves.
This is what I expected. This is what I expected. I'm happy. I'm excited for the future. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
I don't know where you pivot if you don't. Like I said, Lamar, but other than that,
you should be worried about your quarterback situation than the Giants should be worried about y'all. Y'all shit.
I have a Kyle Shanahan.
That's fine, but you better worry about it.
Yeah, you're good going into next season with Brock Purdy. You're comfortable with that?
No, I'm not.
He's gonna be hurt. He's not even gonna be playing.
Well, he'll be back for camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean. So is he the QB1 right now in San Fran?
Nah, I honestly think we're going back to Trey.
That's nasty.
Trey Lance never got a shot.
Yeah,
he
was ass. He was ass.
He played one game. No, he played
4.
Yeah, no, he played a couple games and he was horrible. Bro.
I didn't like his gameplay.
It's the way they play with him.
It looked like the game was coming way too fast for Trey Lance in his first few games that he was playing. Like he's never gotten real competition in college.
You gotta think. Brock Purdy played for all 4 years.
Brock Purdy's a way more
I think
seasoned.
Purdy is the better bet, 100%. But I don't know if either of them are a great choice to go into next year with.
When Josh Johnson's starting week 1, I'm gonna laugh.
Bro,
he played one game and he has
23 touchdowns.
Altogether,
yeah. That matters. That matters as a quarterback in the NFL this year. Yeah. That matters as an NFL
quarterback. Brock Purdy had more touchdowns than him.
I don't care.
Now you don't care.
I don't care.
Daniel Jones played the whole season. Brock Purdy played how many games?
I said it in our chat.
How many Purdy had?
7. I want to say 7.
Purdy had 25 touchdowns?
No, I'm pretty sure he had like 17, 18.
Yeah, okay. So Shush.
So we're talking about your quarterback.
You don't have more
your quarterback.
You don't have more
Your quarterback.
Your quarterback don't have more motherfucking touchdowns than mine.
Touchdowns.
No, wrong, incorrect.
So,
How many did he have then, Corey?
Yeah, 17.
We did. He only had 15.
And
no,
then
he had 17.
and
Count the
23
playoffs?
altogether.
Count the playoffs?
No, not counting the
Right, you only
playoffs.
have
No,
15.
not counting the playoffs.
Brock Purdy had
27 with.
Brock Purdy had 13 regular season, 3 playoffs, so he had 16.
Stop it.
Daniel
So,
Jones.
how many
So
did
they were
Jones-
equal, but Daniel Jones played like an entire 12 weeks before him.
Like, come
So-
on, bro.
Stop
That's
it.
horrible.
To be fair.
That's
We're
horrible.
saying 23.
To
though.
to real quick get back to the Trey Lance point. Trey Lance
Purdy
played,
can't run.
Trey Lance played one game this year, was terrible. Got hurt in the second game, started well, and his career QBR actually is.
Did he
84.
start well in that game? What was it?
In the game,
No,
he
the
was
first game he started
he was-
hard.
No,
the
the
first
first
game
game was
was ass.
terrible.
He was mid.
The second
It was
game, he
bad.
only played.
Actually, no.
one
He did
drive,
start off
so-
pretty good in the first game because I called him Cam Newton.
No, I think
he
Yeah, and
just
then
started
he
to
went
be
off a
bad.
cliff.
yeah,
because
he
his
had
QBR
that
was
one
58.
good rush. I want to say he had
Nah,
a
he had a
really
couple
good
of-
rush.
yeah.
And that
Oh
was-
yeah, if you look at his rushing, I mean, he had 54 yards in his first.
he had a breakaway. Yeah, that was it. But other than that, Trey Lance, like passing wise, it was ugly.
Yeah.
It was
So
Oh,
ugly.
yeah.
So let's
We gotta
pivot
see.
from the Niners because who cares? Anyway,
True.
Lamar Jackson,
What a moment.
non-exclusive tag. What's that? 31 and a half a year?
I think 34, but
34.
What's the difference, sir?
So with a non-exclusive tag, a team is allowed to negotiate with Lamar Jackson. And if they decide that they want to pay Lamar Jackson more than the Ravens, then they will have to give the Ravens 2 first-rounders,
The
correct?
Ravens have an opportunity to match that.
To
as
match
well.
it first, yes. But if they're like, fuck it, you can have it,
We'll take the pick.
But
we'll take the
now-
picks.
You have to add on. There's a list of teams that have already said they're not pursuing him. The Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins.
Everybody that needs a
There's
quarterback.
one.
The
Somebody
Falcons
else.
was wild.
Everybody who needs a quarterback, except interesting, the Washington Commanders haven't said anything yet. I
I'll be sick
think
to
you
my
could
stomach.
see. You could see that team come in there because Ron
I'll
Rivera's
throw
getting
up.
old, so he might need a quarterback right now to try to win. So
I mean,
that's really the only team that
I
didn't
don't-
say they
That
didn't. need
division will be cooked.
how much are you guys giving Lamar Jackson? I'm giving him 45
50.
million.
I'm giving him 50.
48
You're
and
getting.
a half.
50.
What does he want?
50.
No, I think it's more.
I
He
wanna
wants
say-
all of his money guaranteed,
Yeah. I mean,
which nobody's gonna give him right now.
bro, you're an instant contender with even a decent defense. If you
you're
have Lamar Jackson,
The
on your
only
team.
team that's not an instant contender is the Panthers because every other spot on their team's pretty bad. But other than that, all the other teams I named could definitely compete right away.
Yeah,
The Dolphins would probably be the second favorites in the
Dolphins would be crazy. The speed on that team, Lamar Jackson, Waddle,
But
Tyreek Hill.
I look. I don't want to. I don't know. It's not.
Do
it's
they
all-
have the money for that
it's
though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of has it that
Tua's
I
they
listed.
need a quarterback.
They're not paying
QB.
Tua yet. I think we're seeing collusion in live because there's no reason why he's an MVP winner, and no team wants him. No
But
team's
like,
willing
why,
to
though?
pay him.
Why collude?
Collusion.
against
So
Lamar
the
Jackson?
reason that I saw on Twitter, and I don't know who it was, but they said that the owners are trying to reset the quarterback market, which is 100% fair because
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson totally ruined it.
Yeah, he
So
cooked it.
there's a chance ownerships in every team are trying to reset the market, which if that's the case, then every owner should lose the team. But that actually is a scenario that I could see happening. So that's part of, I think, the reason. But also it's a risk to take him because he has been hurt, but I think it's more on the way.
I mean, I feel like part of him being hurt is because he has to expand his game so much running wise. Like he has no other option but to put his body on the line because he has nobody to throw to.
I don't think he's ever had a true offense.
no, he's
Who's
never
his
had a
number one wide receiver?
his number one.
Hollywood.
It's this
Yeah.
of his career Hollywood. This year it was Rashad Bateman. So you're looking at
Yeah,
probably
he
two
doesn't
or
have
threes on
any
other
any
teams.
good weapons. I think there will be a team that's going to try at least bare minimum
I
to
think
match
the
him.
Commanders are the team. right now.
Commanders
Those are
sounds
the only
good.
team that haven't been listed.
Like I said, don't be surprised if the Giants pull some shit off.
No.
I'm telling you, bro. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you, it's gonna get nasty. It'll get nasty.
Yeah.
That Saquon Lamar read option, forget about it. You might as well just fucking
Are you
forget
gonna
about
pay
it.
Saquon now?
We'll keep him on the tag. Fuck you mean?
You think?
I don't think he's playing on that tag. I want to.
Yeah, sound good. Hey,
I wouldn't. If I'm
He's gonna
him,
play.
there's no way you can.
he's playing on that tag. He ain't never got $10 million in 1 year ever in his life. He
Oh
don't
no,
do
you're
that
right,
shit.
100%.
Now a second, if we try to do it a second year in a row, yeah, no, he ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many tags is Lamar
can do
played
it.
under with the Ravens?
I'm sorry. what
This
was
is his
I
first,
think
probably.
it might be the
No,
second.
I
but
want to
I'm-
say it's a second.
think
or
it's the second
third
time.
tag.
Ooh.
No, it's the
Ugh.
second time. The third tag's like 40.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
That's
Kirk
just
Cousins is the only
disrespectful.
quarterback that ever got tagged 3 times. That's
That's
true fact.
disgusting.
He got tagged by the Commanders 3 times. His last year he made $38 million, I believe was the number.
Wow.
And then he got whatever he got from Minnesota, which was less.
Dimitri, shut up. Let me dream.
he said the fuck y'all gonna pull off.
We could trade Daniel Jones and scoop him up. That's all I'm trying to say.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Let's Derek Carr. You want to talk about that?
Derek Carr to the Saints. Derek Carr to the Saints. How are the Saints?
Well, their Vegas odds moved
They're
from
winning their
plus 14,000 to plus 14,000.
Forget that they're winning their division. Their division's terrible.
They haven't
I
moved
think the
at all.
Saints win the division with
They
Derek
have-
Carr.
they have to.
Are
I
they a
mean,
team to bet
One,
on and then
they
cash
don't
that
even
out?
know if AK's playing next year.
Yeah, he's
Because
got
it's
some
back to
legal
East.
issues.
Yeah,
Facts.
So
Mike Thomas.
Michael
is,
Thomas said he's gonna. Sounds like
I don't
he's
We'll
trust
gonna
Michael
see.
Thomas.
I don't trust it.
fuck them. I'm blowing that team up. Get picks.
No,
Go get picks. It's over.
I'm drafting Tim
Well, what do
Tebow
they
in
have to
fantasy
trade,
before I
though?
draft
That's
Michael
the
Thomas
problem.
next year.
Mike Thomas.
Olave is going to be a great.
Olave's
Yeah,
Olave
they
and
have
Card
Olave.
is going to be
Build your
lit.
team around Olave.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Olave
I like
is
the
lit.
Bill.
Get Taysom
Look,
Hill the fuck up out of there, bro.
I
He's-
said it. Carr
He's a ski
was
mask.
gonna be.
Yeah.
Carr was gonna wind up overrated because of all of the people that were he was being compared to, right? He was like the secondary to Aaron Rodgers, right? Or the third, or like the B tier behind Rodgers and Lamar. So he was always gonna wind up overrated and probably overpaid. But I think he wound up in the perfect situation for him. There's no expectations on him next year, which is perfect for Derek Carr.
I mean,
This should be a fun team to watch, though. I will
yeah,
say
I
that.
guess. I mean, it's just like Derek Carr. You know, like I can only get so excited for.
If
Derek
all of them
Carr.
can get on the field, it'll be lit. If AK, Mike Thomas,
They have a good defense.
Olave,
Yeah, they have a great defense.
they have a good defense. If they can all get out there
And
week
yeah,
one,
they're all
that
gonna
would be
fucking suck.
a. That's
just
a
the
team
thing.
not to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That's an NFC playoff team in my opinion.
You say you would take Tim Tebow in fantasy?
I said I would take Tim Tebow in fantasy football before I take Mike Thomas anymore, bro. That's facts. I'm not drafting that guy ever again. He had that
I
one
took a couple
crazy-
flyers on
He
him.
had a
and
couple of
missed.
games this year where he actually won me games, but then it was like week 8 I had to cut him because he was.
Yeah, he was just not playing. Yeah, him, Keenan Allen, I've taken some shots on, and he's let me down with ACL injuries in the past. They're just guys that I stay away from at this point.
Geno Smith. What,
Congrats to
4
Geno.
years? 4 years, 110, I want to say, something like that.
3 years, 110.
3 years, 110. Good for him.
Yeah, Gino got his bag.
And he's getting 50 this year.
Yeah,
Front load the
50
contract.
52 this year. Which is wow.
That's a lot.
Damn.
That's a lot of
He
fucking money.
deserves it though. So
So are they?
Oh, he does deserve it.
Are they now going to get rid of one of DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett? More likely
I would
Tyler Lockett.
Lockett. Yeah, I think
Lockett.
Lockett's probably. I
How
don't
you
know
get
if
him?
it's
Is
a
he a
cut.
cap casualty?
He might be.
Is Lockett a free agent?
No.
Is
Yeah, I was
Lockett a
just gonna-
potential New York Giant?
I would love to have Tyler
why he
Lockett.
doesn't play whole season?
Yeah, he does. He plays most of the
Lockett's pretty
season.
durable.
He's durable.
How many?
Lockett's a
Lockett-
dog, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
I don't think he is, bro.
I think he.
He might
this
miss
year,
one or
I
two
think he
games.
had
Nah,
some-
he misses more than 1 or 2 games, bro.
Nah, no, you don't.
I mean, but even then,
But no,
how many
DK
wide
is not
receivers
going
are playing
anywhere. That's for
15
sure.
games in the NFL? Like,
DK's definitely not.
DK's
going anywhere.
just
They
got
just
paid.
got paid. So.
Yeah, DK just got paid. He's not leaving.
He played. Trying to get the number. What the? It looks like he played every game.
Yeah, I mean Tyler
Yeah.
Lockett's
He's consistent. He's
bro.
tough.
And he had a
Yeah,
I
he
love
played
Tyler
in
Lockett.
every game this year, which is I think it's the only time in his career.
That would be an
That's
amazing
insane.
pickup for the Giants. Would be a Tyler Lockett type.
I think
to
he
go
should-
with a
see that
rookie.
there's
He
still-
could complement Hodgins and a rookie very well.
Yeah.
They're still considering drafting a quarterback, though. Pete
Ooh.
Carroll said that. Kind of doing what Green Bay did a few years ago. Get a guy in
Mm.
there to learn. I
Is
guess
Pete
from Geno-
Carroll senile.
No.
Still
No,
good
I
coach.
think he's a
Pete
good
Carroll's
coach.
still doing what he's
When it comes-
literally Ron Rivera with a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He's actually good at his job.
I could see the Seahawks getting like a Will Levis or something like that.
They're
to
fantastic.
sit behind.
drafters.
They
Yeah.
don't even bring up the name Will Levis. I
Bro,
know it was
why
Ja
you hating
before-
on? Why you
Dude,
hating on Will Levis?
Dude, did
bro?
you ever
What's
see Will
going on?
Levis play a game? He is the other than Anthony Rich. I mean, I don't know how both of them their stocks have gone up this much, both of them were not good quarterbacks in college. Like,
Have you
You
seen
can
Will
look
Levis throw the ball?
oh, he has a great arm, but there's been so many
He can
quarterbacks
throw
who
the
have
ball,
great arms.
bro.
He made terrible decisions at Kentucky. He was struggling all year this year.
Mhm.
They had expectations, and he failed miserably. I don't understand the Will Levis love. I also don't understand the Anthony Richardson love.
I don't think
Yeah, we
this is
gotta
a
talk about
quarterback.
that.
It's not.
It's not a quarterback draft. In
It's
my opinion.
loaded with quarterbacks, but none of them are gonna win.
Really
I mean,
good like that. CJ Stroud is like
I
an
like
Ohio
Stroud
Star.
and I like Young.
I-
I like
Oh,
those two, but
I
I
like
like
Young.
Bryce Young, bro.
I like
a
Young.
small
Out of all of
quarterback like that. I don't know.
I like Young.
What's Young's ceiling? Like
I don't
at
know.
being that
Kyler Murray, I guess. I don't know.
Like that's the
No,
thing.
no, no,
Ohio
he's gonna be better than Kyler
Locked
Murray.
in Kyler Murray,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
a fucking good ass
Yeah,
quarterback,
yeah.
by the way.
It
Fair
is,
enough.
but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm taking.
I
a
mean,
shot on
it's
his
right.
height.
I read that Levis was really good before he had expectations, which would scare me off of him. Because
Mm.
Kentucky was supposed to compete in the SEC this year a little bit, and they were.
They
I think
shit
they
the
made
bed.
a very bad bowl. I don't.
Yeah.
And he didn't play in their bowl game either.
It's Kentucky and the SEC though. Listen to what
but-
you're
but-
saying though.
No, you're right. But Kentucky this year had a really good team, and they were losing to like Vanderbilt, Florida. Like they lost
that's-
some bad.
That's still not fucking like that's still very
No,
tough in
you're
the
right.
SEC. It's the SEC. It's the hardest conference in the fucking nation, bro.
But
And you're going against pro. Those are like pro teams, bro.
Well,
I mean,
you're proving my point. You played
but
against
Will
pro
Levis.
defenses, and he was
Will
terrible.
Levis. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be. But for the
But
Seahawks,
he got
they
an
have
arm.
Drew
I'll
Lock
give him
already.
that.
So
We got to talk about this Anthony Richardson stuff because why is he shooting up draft boards so much?
he has
Freak
a
athlete.
lot of
He
He's
can-
potential.
just an athletic like beast. I
And
guess.
he could throw too.
Terrell Pryor.
He could throw.
Terrell
Kinda.
Pryor. I mean,
That's my comparison.
Terrell Pryor always should have been a little bit better than he was, though. That's the thing with him. I feel like he never hit his full peak because he couldn't adjust and get in anywhere, settle down.
Richardson reminds me of Jalen Hurts.
Oh, Andy hates Anthony Richardson.
No,
so-
I look.
That's
don't
his
hate the
gameplay.
guy.
That's his
Good
game
guy.
style, in my
But
opinion.
no,
is
he
Jalen
definitely
Hurts.
it's similar, but I don't understand how certain quarterbacks just go up draft boards when they were completely unsuccessful in college. Like Anthony Richardson got benched his junior year, like for Emory Jones. Like he got benched last year. So I don't know how he came out of nowhere to be a first round pick. Like
'cause he
I've
had a
seen it
crazy
happen before,
combine.
but no, he was
It
getting
wasn't. It was way
hyped
before
the
It was
combine.
way before that.
And don't even get me started on the combine. That thing should not exist. I can't.
It's just
though-
stupid.
They screwed over a USC O lineman this year. He's going to miss his entire rookie season because he tore his ACL. I think running that cone drill that means nothing. It's so
Jeez.
stupid. But
A
no, the
three-cone
Richardson
drill?
thing. The Richardson
Yeah.
things. And Levis too. But Levis has been for years. They've been talking about him. But for Richardson, it just happened this year, and he has not been successful. He struggled a lot, but he's a freak athlete. So
All right,
that's
so
why.
let's put it out there. Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. Which out of these quarterbacks, if one of them is going to blow up and be the next NFL franchise QB, which one is it and why?
CJ Stroud.
CJ?
He plays a
Hell no.
lot like Justin Fields. I will say that.
Hell no.
With a much better arm. You don't think it's CJ Stroud? Who do you
Nah.
think it is?
Bryce Young or Anthony
I
Richardson
think Bryce Young's a good second bet.
or Anthony Richardson. I think Anthony Richardson going to the Colts.
Number one? No,
Maybe.
Number three, right? I think they have.
Yeah, they had the 3 pick. They could trade up to number 1 and get him.
Yeah, number one's not going to be the Bears. So that was proven. He did an interview this week where he said he was going to trade that thing.
I don't know because I really don't see a franchise quarterback in like any of them as of
Stetson
right now.
Bennett.
Steady B, the one untold.
I like
Is he going to the draft?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
60-year senior. He's got to leave.
Yeah, I mean
Hooker
that's crazy.
from Tennessee.
Oh,
Hooker.
yeah.
Hooker
doesn't
from
get-
Tennessee is a
Hooker
dog.
doesn't get hurt. He was going to be a top 10 pick.
He would
He
have
was gonna have
been
a
maybe
good
the
college
top
play.
pick if he didn't
Yeah,
get hurt,
yeah.
bro. He probably
Yeah.
would have been. The Giants met with him.
He only
I
had
like
one
the
bad
Giants
game.
taking him in like the 3rd, 4th round, letting him cook behind Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that could be a look.
I
He
like-
only
I
had
like
one
that look.
bad game this year, so he had a very good season otherwise.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. They just started discussing trade discussions, the Packers and the Jets. We'll see what happens. We were talking last night that the A-Rod was going nowhere, but there's new reports today saying that the Jets and
Him,
the Packers are
They met-
discussing.
Still not going there.
Jets owner, flew out to California to meet him. So the reason this is a big deal is the Packers had to give him permission to meet with the Jets. So that means they're ready. Like they're like, okay, go. Like go find. So that means
Interesting.
Jordan Love's the guy in their head, which is good.
That
That
also
shows
means that Aaron Rodgers is playing next season. That he's
most likely, unless you're telling me the Jets were flying out there to convince him to play football, which I don't think they would do.
He's playing football. What kind of question is that?
Well,
He's playing football.
Flirted with retirement for 4 years now.
He's not flirting with shit.
So
He's playing.
I think it's fair, but it's definitely not. It's not surprising at all. But yeah, they're letting him go meet with the Jets, which means they're ready to move on. They wouldn't do that otherwise.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I like Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. First of all, him and Garrett Wilson is gonna cook. Period, bro. Hey, Brees Hall, they got they got Corey Davis still.
Season.
They got who else is there? Elijah Moore.
Braxton Berrios. Yeah, no, Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore, Mims.
Mims, I think, is gonna be traded this year.
They have Uzoma. They have Zach Conklin as well.
They're tough.
They have a very
tough with Aaron Rodgers.
They
got good defense. Yeah.
No, if he goes
a good
there,
team, bro.
They're a contender.
They're a contender in the AFC if he gets there.
Although I think they're gonna have to trade a player back to Green Bay. I don't think I don't think it'll be a star, but I do think it'll be a receiver.
Is it weird? I almost want to even though I'm a Giants fan, I would kind of enjoy seeing the Jets be good. Like I don't know.
I enjoy when the Jets are good. I enjoy it. I don't like when the Yankees are good, but I enjoy it when the Jets are good. I don't like when the Nets are good either. Yeah, fuck them.
But the Jets are really the only one that
it's only the Jets I enjoy. I like the Jets when they're good.
Yeah,
I fuck with the Jets when they're good.
Because they have a fan base who they
have a fun fan base.
They're like Mets fans. They know.
Yeah, they're just like Mets fans.
They're just enjoying the sport.
That's why I like the Jets because they're just like the Mets.
Good years, so you gotta enjoy them. I get it.
Yeah, but I think
it's a
Ian Rappaport said Ian Rappaport said don't expect any news anytime soon. Because Aaron Rodgers works at his own pace.
Yeah,
That's very true.
I don't want to.
We have so much time. It's just gonna. We're gonna be talking about it for the next 2.5, 3 months, just repetitively.
You know what he said.
And what about Derrick Henry? Do you think Derrick Henry's on the move at all? I don't think so, me personally. But how about you guys?
I think it so depends on the draft. I think he get traded on draft night. They did that last year with AJ Brown, so it's very possible. But
true. They did do it.
I don't think we would see that until the draft.
I just can't see Derrick Henry going anywhere, honestly. That's literally their whole offense at this point.
And you're going to have to give up a lot. Possibly two.
Yeah, I don't know if I give that up for a running back who's probably nearing the end of his dominant.
How many more years does Derrick Henry
I would say
have
2.
I'd say 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3 probably.
Unless
he takes a beating, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That foot injury was brutal, absolutely brutal. That was last season, right?
He stays in shape though, big time.
No, he's incredible.
He's a fucking dog. So he still could get 5 if he stays healthy.
Take care of his body.
Yeah, it all depends. All right, let's move on to NBA.
Let's do it.
John Morant was shown on IG Live with the blicky, with the little strap. 38.
Get the strap.
Now he's out indefinitely.
Yeah.
Play stupid games, you win stupid rewards, in my opinion.
Insert the video of fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I mean, Ja has progressively gotten worse and worse and worse ever since he's gained more and more stardom in the NBA. I don't think he has any veteran leadership on his team.
Steven Adams.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that report. So apparently Steven Adams hosted the players only meeting. And then right after that, Ja Morant disregarded and just went out. And apparently Ja Morant has had alcohol issues.
Yeah, they sent him to rehab or something. That's the rumor.
That's crazy.
Interesting. He might be drinking a lot. I mean, Memphis is turned up. I can't lie.
Dog. I'm not giving him no excuses.
No, you're an NBA.
Nah, I'm not either.
Bag too. When you're an NBA superstar, you gotta do better.
I'm not either. He's got to get right. I understand he's a young guy, and I just think he's just been around the wrong influences, and I think there's nobody that's really trying to tell him that he's doing wrong. And
as much as I respect Steven Adams never lived what Ja Morant's living. Ja Morant's a young guy with a lot of money now, who kind of came out of nowhere and is very successful. And
now imagine if he was a New York Knick.
I don't know if he'd be in this position because they signed Kemba the same year. I think Kemba would have been a really good influence on him.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds very silly, but I think if he had
It sounds
gotten
like
like
Darth
that
Vader
guy
over
or
here.
really, like Rajon Rondo type veteran leadership, like
yeah.
that would have helped. But he'll be all right. I think he'll figure it out.
I hope so for his sake.
I hope
mean,
he does.
I don't know if you guys saw the tweet of like him taking a picture with a fan courtside, and it was literally like a toddler. And then they were like, they shot him afterwards. Like, it's awful, bro. And then like the Ja Morant, you know,
Ja
my
Morant.
God, that's so
that's
funny.
crazy.
That's
bro.
nuts.
Ja Wick, like these memes are nuts, and you're putting yourself in that position to get memed.
Yeah,
on.
I heard
So-
that. I think it was Mark Spears said that there's a possibility if he brought the gun on the team plane that it's a 50-game suspension. So.
Yeah. Yep.
They had- that's what they're investing-
because he would have. That means he
I
brought
don't-
it to Denver with him. But then again, that's really, really hard to prove because
That is tough to
It's
prove.
He
tough
could
to
just
prove 'cause,
say
like-
like, "Oh, my friend brought it." You
Yeah,
know,
it's
type of-
very.
Yeah, that's
it's almost
tough to
impossible to prove because you can't go back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Oh, he's been hanging out with Moneybag too much. They're just out.
Yeah, he's hanging out with all these Memphis rappers, man, and it's just really been bad for him.
Yeah,
Bad
that's
for the
tough.
brain.
RJ Barrett would never.
Never, literally never.
Yeah, because RJ Barrett's a loser.
My boy actually saw RJ Barrett at one of the New York clubs, and he said he was hanging with some uglies.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's Canadian. What do you expect?
Jesus. My God.
I like Canada.
This is a sick Negro.
I like Canada. I don't know.
But speaking of RJ Barrett, the Knicks are on the 9-game winning streak.
Let's talk about it. I mean, it's just crazy to me that like the entire time you guys were on vacation, you could have took $100 and put that on Nick's money line and just kept flipping it for literally the whole vacation. But instead, Ed was just texting me about how much he hates Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett the whole time.
I won real life money, so I don't really.
That's nasty, bro. Come on.
There's
The
no
Knicks-
sports books on the boat, bro.
Yeah, that's tough.
I
But
would have did it.
That would have been nuts. That
I'd
would have been
like-
sick.
What is that roulette?
But
Care about the
We were
Knicks.
cooking.
but the Knicks are on a 9-game winning streak, and I'm going
Correct.
to enjoy every single second of it
I
because
sure am.
this is the best basketball I've ever seen the Knicks play in my lifetime. I mean, then again, you got to think of the time spans that I've seen teams like this is
I'd be
way,
I agree.
you know, I mean, this is past the 2012, 2013 Knicks team. It really is because you look at this team, there's so much unity and defense on it, bro. It's an entirely different ballgame. The
Well,
average age
wow.
of that team was 31.8 years old. The average age of this team is 24.6, bro. These are young
2013
dogs,
Knicks was
bro.
crazy.
They were nasty. They were nasty.
No,
But right now,
the
these Knicks
vibe
are
was
playing.
crazy.
They're playing better basketball right now. I think. I don't know.
This team is built to last longer than the 2012 team just because
That age right there.
it's more team oriented in a sense than the 2012 team because the 2012 team was mostly mellow ISOs and Amari Stoudemire pick and rolls. This team is really more and yeah, JR
Sixth
off
man
the
of year,
bench.
Yeah.
Cool.
but-
And now we got quickly 6th man of the year right now.
And you have two
Well,
options.
Top candidate right now for
He
6th
is.
man of
He's
the
tied with
year.
Brogdon. Him and Brogdon are both -110 right now.
I think Malcolm Brogdon might need to slide into the starting lineup.
Yeah, no, the Celtics are.
They've
looking
got to
scary
change
right now.
something.
And you
Yeah.
see what Quickly's doing when he is in the starting lineup. We just saw what he did against the Celtics. Straight dog they asked for 38, 7, and 6?
Yeah, and it's what's really impressive is that
4
when Julius
steals.
Randle, yeah, and 2 blocks. When
2
Julius
blocks?
Randle has needed a number 2, like Brunson obviously missed that game. He's going to miss tonight as well. When Julius Randle needed a number 2, RJ or Quickly stepped up every time, bro. That was really the difference.
RJ stepped up too. He had 28. Randall had
28, 7, and 5. Randall had like 33, like
telling you,
4
man.
something.
The Knicks, if RJ could come together and really just step up and play when Brunson is playing too,
Yeah.
that's going to be the key. If we can get RJ getting 20 a game while Brunson is on the floor, the Knicks are very fucking dangerous. And I wouldn't want to play the motherfuckers in the playoffs at all. I don't care who I am.
Boston doesn't want to see us. after
Boston
that.
definitely don't want that static.
I-
3-1 against Boston this year.
And we banged up both you guys in the process too. Mitchell Robinson too is. I gotta
He's
give
grown
a shout out
into
to
a
him.
fucking He-Man.
He's been nasty.
He's grown into a grown-ass man. He's a force to be reckoned with down there. He's getting all boards.
Yep.
He's getting all putbacks.
Yep.
He's blocking mad shots. He's just a grown-ass mammoth down there. Fuck you talking about? And Brunson is him,
Oh yeah.
obviously. I don't even have to
He
reiterate
might
that
be
again.
underpaid. I'm not gonna lie. He might.
He's
be
criminally
underpaid.
underpaid.
And as we get into the contract more and more years, bro, it's gonna be getting even.
I don't
And
And the
to be,
money goes down more and more each year. It's
Exactly.
front
It's
loaded.
going to be a
Descending.
tough playoffs if we bounce out the first round.
I
I'll
can't see it.
I'll guarantee that we'll win a
You can't-
playoff series, bro. I'll say it on here, bro.
I guarantee
You
it
want to bet
too.
money?
the
Want
Knicks
to
are
bet
gonna,
money?
the Knicks are gonna win
What?
playoffs.
What
Come
bet
out the
money?
first round?
Yeah,
How much?
200.
200?
What about you, Matt?
You seen it here first.
What about you, Matt?
Who do you guys play? You play the Cavs right now?
No, we play the Hornets tonight. Or,
No,
yeah,
no, I mean,
No,
like, if
for
the
the
playoffs
playoffs.
start.
Oh,
Cavs,
Are we-
or
is
it
that
will be
4 or
the
5s?
Heat.
Bro, the Heat. Too.
No.
No, the Heat. I think are a
No.
playing team.
Yeah, they're playing.
Yeah, they're the 7. No, they're not. They're the 7, which would mean they play us, right? Oh no, it's weird the way that it goes.
The playing's definitely.
No, you guys
odd,
are the
but-
4-5 with Cleveland right now. So 'cause
Yeah.
Cleveland won last night.
I mean, so are we? Not
But
gonna
we
be-
have a real shot at getting that 3 seed too, in my
yeah,
opinion.
you're 4 back. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's a
Yeah,
It's
not
man.
that
20
deep.
games
That's
left.
not
The way
that
the Sixers
deep.
been playing is kind of crazy.
yeah. I
too.
don't.
No,
think
they're
They're
playing
snapping.
good
They're snapping.
They're playing
But
great.
I,
You wanna
I
bet
think
though,
Sixers
Matt?
might catch the 2 seed.
I wasn't around when they played the Hawks. All
You wanna
right,
bet?
this is different. How much you want to put on it between him now and then that? I'm not putting 200 on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole swingman jersey, dude.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that.
we'll do 50.
We'll talk.
50.
Talk. I'll meet you somewhere in the middle.
25. That's the middle.
No, I
Middle.
meant, but no, the Knicks are playing good ball. Josh Hart's a difference maker.
super big time difference maker. 6-0 since he's arrived.
No, 9-0. I mean, since he got here.
That's all I'm saying. We
I
saw
thought it was
this 2 years
6-0.
ago.
I'm pretty sure 6-0.
We had a spark like this 2 years ago.
It's
Lost
just it's
the
different.
Hawks.
It's entirely different with the.
It's a
real
different
point
team.
guard,
This
bro.
team is really way better. We had fucking Alfred Payton as our
Starting.
fucking point.
Noel was starting on that team. Right?
Yeah, bro.
Everyone's Noel. Yeah,
Mitchell
Mitch was
Robinson
not
didn't even
playing.
play in that series. He was hurt.
This
And
is that team matured and experienced, bro. Like this, they're
Yeah.
here, bro, with pieces.
all of them. Quickly was a rookie.
Quickly, RJ was in his second year, bro. Obi was a rookie. These guys
These-
all got
all these
playoff
boys
minutes,
is
bro.
ready to play now. All these boys is ready to play ball.
I gotta see it to believe it.
I've seen what I need.
That's
I mean,
fair.
9-game
You
win
can,
I've
you
seen-
can have that opinion that
I
you have
gotta
to
s-
see it to believe it.
I
Knicks
s-
fans deserve that right to think, hey,
Yeah.
it might go wrong.
But
Like,
the
right?
thing is, it's not like the Knicks are on this 9-game win streak and are just beating up on bad teams.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
you're
that. I'm
not,
not
no.
saying that at
Beating
all.
dogs.
They
I'm
beat
saying we
the
got a
the
spark.
Sixers.
Beat the Heat
I
twice,
would-
beat the
I
Sixers
don't
twice,
count the
beat
Heat
the
'cause the
Nets
Heat are
twice,
dogs.
Beat the
beat
Celtics
the
twice.
Celtics twice,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Those
why
are
were the
all
Celtics the
dogs.
last team you brought up? What's up with that?
My
What the
bad.
hell, man?
I mean,
Celtics
listen.
still
That
two
saved the
seed.
best for last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm
are
looking at the
definitely-
standings right now, and the Sixers might catch the Celtics with the way they're playing right now. And
The Celtics been playing bad. They're on
Oh,
a
yeah,
what,
they-
4-game losing streak right now? 3-game?
3-game losing streak. They're 5-5 in the last 10. Milwaukee's 9-1, so they're a 1 seed's probably out of the way now.
The
But
Bucks got it. It's the
Yeah,
Bucks to
it's,
lose,
the
The Bucks
obviously.
won 16 straight, and just
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
was saying
yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Because that's
they're
what they
dogs.
do.
They're
That's
dogs.
just what they do. So
Yeah.
it's like,
They're fucking dogs.
Yeah,
it's
I
their,
do still
theirs
think
to
this-
lose, in my opinion.
the
Yeah.
Celtics will figure it out. There's too much talent there. But
Mm.
but for the Knicks, like I said, the Knicks fans, they do deserve the right to say, I see it, I believe it.
I think
I like that.
getting to
That's
I'm sorry.
100% fair.
I'm sorry. I think getting to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bucks is completely wide open.
That would be a successful season in my
It's
eyes.
completely
I mean,
wide
that
open.
You'd
would
have
be
to play them in the
incredibly-
second
It's completely
round.
wide open.
Yeah, as of right now, I think.
If we
Yeah,
play the
right now,
Celtics in the second round, it's up and it's stuck. I'm telling you right now.
it's tough.
It is going to be tough. It's
It
going
is
to be
gonna be
very
tough.
tough.
I always say that.
But
they
I
have
think
way
it would go
worse
6 or
teams
7,
But
bro.
now the
It
difference
would at
is
least
that
go 6.
the
I'm
Knicks
telling you.
now have the depth and the experience for a playoff series. Like
Don't
We
have
just
that.
beat them
Everyone
fully
knew-
healthy without
I know,
Brunson.
but the playoffs are different.
The Celtics were not fully
everyone knew though going into
For
that
healthy
series
enough.
against the
Tatum
Hawks, that
Brown.
if you take away Julius
Fair.
Randle, the Knicks have no shot. You know, nowadays you could go into a series and
Bro,
you
we
could
don't
say we're going to
know.
shut down fucking Julius Randle, and then all of a sudden
We
now
don't-
RJ, Quickly, Brunson, these guys are stepping up
We
and
don't
being
know how they're going
scoring
to actually
options.
play in the playoffs. So we know how Randall's going to play. Hopefully he shows up. But
I know
Did
Jalen Brunson's
Bronson?
a certified playoff bucket. That's all
Yeah.
I know, bro.
Last year.
Bro,
You're basing that off 1 year. He's been in the
Against
league
the
for 5
Suns,
He was
years.
fucking
bro.
up Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs. He's
in the
fucking
league
them
for
up.
5
Suns,
years, he
too.
had one good
And he
playoff
fucked the
series. That's
Suns
what
up
y'all going
too.
off.
He
That's
had
what
2
y'all going
good playoff series. What are you
That's what
talking
you-
about?
Y'all going off 1 year.
Okay. And that was
That's
last
it.
year.
That's it. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah, because you're
But, like,
going off
what else
1
am
year
I
with Julius
supposed to do?
Randle.
Yeah.
You're going off of 1 year with Julius Randle. So
He
I'm
was
going to
dog
go off
shit
of
the
1 year
next
with
year,
Jalen
wasn't he?
Brunson.
He was dog shit the next year. Everybody wanted him off the team, right?
That year's an outlier now when you look at how good he's been this season. That was
So,
clearly not.
If you're saying that year don't count, the Brunson year don't count.
It's two entirely.
No,
Not that they
I'm
don't
saying that
count.
you can base playoff performances off of 1 year.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Celtics didn't have Rob Williams or Malcolm Brogdon.
For the second game. Yeah, but they did for the first game.
Yeah, the
and they
first
still
game
got-
was
they
Blake
still got
Griffin played
shitted on a
meaningful
little bit more.
moments.
Yeah.
That was rough.
That was Blake Griffin.
That was
in
a
the
rough
clutch,
one.
watching Julius Randle just soar for
Yeah.
rebounds above his head.
I'm just saying, don't be disappointed if we lose the first round.
Whoa. I mean, says he was playing with Luka, which opened up the floor for Brunson. Brunson played best when Luka was hurt,
out.
and he had
Yes,
to step up
correct.
and be the number one option.
He had
I
a
don't-
50
Ooh,
ball
good
without
transition.
Luka.
And the story was Jalen Brunson steps up and is looking like a number one option. That was the story. That's all I'm saying.
I see disappointment in your future.
We'll see.
Luka versus D Book. That was an interesting
fair.
game. I
I
think
don't-
that would be a great first round
They're
matchup.
both fucking crybabies when they see each other.
Whoa.
Yeah, did you see
I
the
like
clip of
Luka,
that?
honestly. He backs it up though. Like
Luka
So
cries
a
to
lot
the
of guys-
refs.
So does Booker.
Booker really cries. He
nah,
cries.
Booker
to-
cries a lot.
he
more.
cries.
Yeah, but they both back it up. What are we talking about?
Booker does.
Booker
He's
doesn't
good.
back it up.
Luka's top.
I could
three.
see Booker hiding behind KD.
Top three
now.
what?
Like Booker's
Player
a
in the
little
league.
loud now that he's got Kevin Durant.
In the league?
I like Booker. Booker's a good player.
You
Luka's
said
on a different
he's not
level.
top 3 in the league right now.
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
he is.
He's number 3.
It's Jokic,
Yeah.
Giannis.
And then Luka. Absolutely.
Tatum.
Look,
I got
Tatum.
Tatum.
I got Tatum.
I
Look,
think-
the way
I've been
Tatum's
saying
played.
Tatum
Tatum's
over Luka.
great.
Yeah, when Tatum just got outplayed by Julius Randle. That was
Wow.
nasty, bro.
So
That was nasty.
that happens.
That last shot. I know I don't want to go
That
back,
was-
but that last shot before.
That
what was the second overtime?
Ew.
There, that was the angriest I've ever seen Jason Tatum
Yeah.
because they were trying to set up a play. And oh, by the way, Grant Williams.
I don't even
let's-
think- I
That
don't
was
even think Luka's better
terrible.
than KD right now.
You don't think Luka's better than KD right now?
I
If
do.
Luka had a
At the
jump shot,
moment,
I
I
think he'd be
do.
the best player in the league.
If Luka had a jump shot, I mean,
No.
bro.
Luka can
What?
shoot. What are we
Luka's a
talking
sniper.
about?
Nah, he's not the best shooter though.
He's
all
not
right.
efficient. That's the thing. He may not
That's
be
saying
efficient.
somebody's
because
not a
he-
best
I think
shooter.
he's efficient.
I don't know.
He's a playmaker that gets buckets.
He's a walking triple double. Him, Jokic, Giannis,
35% from
are
three.
walking
Have you
triple
boosted
doubles.
that a little bit?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's not efficient from deep because he takes a ton. He does that step back, sidestep type of deal constantly. But I don't know. I still like Luka. I can't see him going too far just because I think Kyrie ultimately is going to hold him back.
Your Kyrie hate is
Hold
weird,
him
bro.
back?
Like I never understood. Like why do you
Oh,
hate Kyrie so much?
brother.
all of a
I don't
sudden?
think bro. We've seen it in the crunch time, bro. Like it's
See what in the crunch time?
that they don't have success multiple times now.
Who?
Down the stretch of Luka and Kyrie being on the floor together has resulted in the Mavericks not able to win the game because they haven't had any chemistry in crunch time.
They played how many games together?
Okay, well the playoffs are coming up and everyone's expecting them to be a contender, and I am
They're
not
still going to be a
seeing that.
contender.
Right now, they're in the play.
So
That's
That
what I'm
can't
saying.
be
They're
the
not
case.
playing good
Yeah.
basketball. Like this isn't
That-
like
they're
Kyrie
one game
can't-
behind the 6th seed, and the Mavs are one game out of the 3rd seed. So if that
What are you
were
talking
to
about?
happen,
The
that
Mavs-
meach they're going to see each other
No,
in the
he's right,
first.
he's right.
They're going
They
to
go
see each
13.
other in the first round.
They're
It's going to
a
be the
game-
3-6 matchup.
They're
I'll
a
tell
game
you
away
right
from
now.
the 5 seed, but
A game away from the 5 is a big
It's
difference.
I
5-4,
wouldn't put-
whatever, same
right
shit.
now though, but I
We'll
wouldn't
see
want
each
to
other.
play the Suns right now.
I wouldn't either at
KD
all.
just get after that. I think that
That's
game
the Suns
yesterday,
comp. That's the Suns comp to me.
Wanna
Is
play
it's the
Minnesota
Sun?
right now.
I mean,
Minnesota on a win streak too.
Nah,
Fuck Minnesota.
bro. It's
Hey,
just,
fuck
it's just
Minnesota.
how,
They beat 3 pretty good teams. Too.
fuck,
bro.
What are the Warriors doing right
I
now?
was good. That's what I'm
They're
about to say.
winning.
They're fully healthy, and it's time to play ball. It's about that time once again for the Warriors to just steal the fucking show from everybody once again.
I honestly
So
think
we'll
they're
see what
gonna-
happens.
I honestly think they're gonna take the play-in route.
They could, and Steph Curry. Could
They're
go, like,
in the
50
5.
first
They're
game.
they're solidifying the 5 seed right now.
Warriors.
Oh,
they're a
I
game
see
up,
already.
but
They're
like,
gonna smack the
also
Kings in the
winning,
first
so-
round. That's what I see happening.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
that's gonna be a
They'll smack
sweet.
around the fucking Kings in the first round.
See, that's they're gonna baptize the Kings.
Dude, right?
They're gonna fuck them up.
Yeah.
Right now, the Kings would play Minnesota. That would probably be the lowest rated.
What
Oh
a fucking!
my
I would not watch a
series
game.
ever.
I promise
The
you.
only reason anybody would watch is because of Anthony Edwards. Literally, they have a
Yeah.
star. That's the only reason anybody would watch.
Oh, brother.
But just don't let the Kings end up playing the Warriors, man. I mean, Steph Curry would just put De'Aaron Fox just in the dirt. That would be so embarrassing defensively for Fox.
Hey, but that would. Every team needs that. Like young teams need that beating. Right?
Oh yeah,
From, like
the
a
Knicks got
great team like
beat
that.
on. You know, after
Yeah.
that,
It's gonna be
then
like,
that,
it's
that
either gonna be
prepared
the
them.
versus the Kings. It might be a sweep or 5-1.
Yeah, I could see the Kings getting one off.
I doubt it.
No, and that's it. In that scenario, I don't think.
Clean sweep.
Fully healthy Warriors team is not.
Although
fucking
the
with
the
No.
Warrior splits are made, they're 27-7 at home and 7-24 on the road, which I've never seen. I don't know how
Because
you
they
seven-
rest everybody.
Yeah, if you get me the splits of how many games Curry and those guys have played on the road, then maybe. But just on paper, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
What else we got in the NBA?
I mean, nothing really. Giannis's triple double got taken away or some shit
Nah, it got
Yeah.
reinstated.
again.
So
They took it away and then
they
gave
took it away
back.
and gave it back. What the hell?
It's
What if
fucking
you
Why
Indian
did I miss
gamers.
that?
Fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. I don't
Yeah,
even know.
they decided there wasn't enough money on Giannis's triple double that
They,
wanted to take
for the sake of player props in Vegas, they need a clear definition of what a rebound is and what an
100%.
assist is.
Well,
A clear, and I mean a very fucking clear, to where it's indisputable whether that fucking player got a rebound or not. Because now these fucking scorekeepers, stat keepers are fucking padding.
okay, so Double R says it's because the ball hit the rim that they gave it to him. But from what I saw, it was basically that it has to have meaningful intent. Like the shot has to be.
I don't think that's fair though, because you give a player a rebound if there's an air ball.
You know,
it
yeah, I
doesn't
get,
touch the
I
rim.
get that. That's
So-
definitely like that comes down to somebody's discretion at that point, which I think is wrong. And I think the hitting the rim is a better determination.
It's such a weird rule. With the way sports betting is, there has to be a clear rule.
Yeah, it's not very black and white. They're kind of just robbing people out here. I can't even lie. I don't know if you guys saw, but already this year's record numbers in not only like how much people are betting on basketball and across the United States, but also the amount of people that are calling 1-800-GAMBLER. Like it's actually like record highs, and that's not shocking. When
Well,
you
that's
open
because
up
It's just
the
more
reality.
volume.
They
in my
just
opinion.
keep, as long as they keep
They're gonna
adding
keep
states
breaking. Yeah,
on,
you're gonna keep
they're
breaking that
gonna
record
keep-
every year.
and it's gonna double this week because with March Madness, it's just
Mm,
Oh,
it's
Just
gonna be
have discipline.
disgusting.
Have this one.
Yeah, that's
that's
safely,
smart,
folks.
Yeah,
That's safe.
Let's switch off of NBA.
Let's talk
Andy,
some,
let's talk
some
some
March
college hoops.
hell yeah, we've been waiting for this. Yeah, it's almost March Madness, but this is the week before, so there's conference tournament. I just want to give a quick wrap here of
All right.
some of the big
Let's hear it.
conferences. Just some teams to look out for this week. The SEC, Kentucky's figuring it out, which was not a surprise. So if you're going to make any bets on that, we were just talking about betting. Kentucky's probably the team to go to in the SEC right now. They're on fire. They're healthy. Once they get their point guard back completely, that team could win the national title, which I know on Moneyline Madness, we're going to be doing like I'm going to give you the national
bracket
champions
type
team.
of-
Yeah.
type of deal.
Another thing I wanted to go through the Big 12, big conference. Everybody's been beating everybody this weekend. TCU got killed by Oklahoma, who's the worst team in the conference. So very surprising. So if you're going to bet on that one, I'm actually big on Baylor. I know Baylor just got
No, Baylor's playing.
the
They
best.
could shoot
yeah,
the lights out.
They
bro.
had a 3-game win streak before this weekend, and then I decided to indulge and went with their money line, and I got fucked. They lost by 20 to Iowa State at home. They got killed, but coming in with that type of beating, they're actually playing Iowa State again this week, so I think they win that one in their round one. I think Baylor's a team you could look at, and probably I didn't look at the number where you could probably get good odds on that. So
Baylor's
that's a
going to
really
creep up
good
on Texas, I think, ultimately as
Yeah.
the second team coming out of the
Yeah.
Big 12.
Yeah, them and if they're gonna have probably Kansas in the second round, their second game. That's gonna be a
Kansas
hell
is
of a game.
tough.
Yeah,
bro.
Kansas is my right
gonna
now.
be
I've
tough.
got
Kansas
two teams.
is always tough. Man.
Right now, I've got 3 teams in my head that can win the national title: Kansas,
Houston?
Baylor, because of the last two. Not Houston.
Not the Cougs?
Houston's good, but they just got taken to the brink against Memphis, and Memphis isn't that good.
I was going to say
okay
Memphis.
team.
I could see Memphis
But,
making kind of a Cinderella.
Yeah,
run this year.
they needed a buzzer beater to beat Memphis. Kentucky scares me because that team's got too much. Like, they're going to have more talent next year, but Kentucky finally got healthy. They're ready. I think they could win a national title, but it starts this weekend. And anybody who's bringing up Alabama, forget that. Alabama's playing
Damn it,
average
bueno.
as hell this year. This last few weeks, they almost lost to South Carolina. They did lose to Texas A&M, I believe. Like, yeah, they're.
Is Avery
So that's-
Johnson still coaching?
Oh no, it's Nate Oates now. But
Oh.
I
They got
love
that kid
when.
from Jersey on that team.
Is that Quinterly?
Yeah.
Devon Quinterly?
Yeah.
He went to Nova at first and transferred there.
Yep.
Yeah, but and in terms of the local teams, if you're a Rutgers fan, I know
I
there's
am.
a lot of people, Rutgers
Mhm.
fans. They need to win Thursday. If they win, they're probably in. They play Michigan. They just got to win that game and
If
they're
you
in.
enjoy-
I mean, that's a tough game to win.
No,
though.
it's a very tough game because Michigan also needs to win to get in. So it's basically a win and you're in.
If you're a fan of any Philadelphia college, I'm sorry. You know how to get
Well,
towards this ain't your month.
that's
Temple, Nova. These are all
those are teams that
floppers.
right now Nova needs to win that conference, but I wouldn't want to play Nova right now. They're on fire. If they can, they're gonna have a tough second round matchup because they're gonna have to play Providence. But I wouldn't be surprised if Nova won the Big East. I wouldn't bet on it because they
How's
could.
Seton Hall?
Seton Hall, they had it. They had their shot, and then they lost 3 in a row against good teams. So they have to. They did win a ranked game this week on the road, but they most likely have to win their conference.
St.
Which is
Joe's.
unfortunate. St. Joe's actually just won today, so I'll give you that.
I haven't heard of them since the tournament last year. That's why I asked.
And St. John's is probably done as well. They're going to probably fire their coach. Oh, if you're, we do have a team. Fairleigh Dickinson, New Jersey, made the tournament, and
Really?
there's some local teams. Yeah, Fairleigh Dickinson got in on a stupid rule, but they're in. Iona, also a New York team. They're the
How's
favorite.
Monmouth this year?
They just lost the other day in their conference second round. I want to say they did get a conference win, but they're out. So.
What's up?
Yeah, there's some good teams around here. I think everybody's kind of waiting on Rutgers. They're obviously the state school. Everybody's looking at them, but
Yeah, I always
They
cheer
win,
for
they're in,
Rutgers
so-
big time. They could have really advanced last year.
Yeah.
I was really pissed about how they lost in the tournament last year.
they lost to that Houston team right before.
Yeah,
Everett,
they were
right
good.
before Houston became what they are now, which is the
Yeah.
number one team in the nation.
That Rutgers team was damn good.
I like that. That Rutgers team they're boring to watch. I'll say that because they play defense and nobody likes defense.
I liked Ron Harper, Geo Baker combo. That was lit.
Yeah, and Caleb McConnell this year, they're looking to.
Yeah,
If they get in, they could definitely upset somebody in the first round.
I agree.
College baseball.
We want to talk some WBC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it comes out what
It started
this week?
today.
It started
actually.
today.
Cuba
like
had their game.
Yeah.
And Yoenis Cespedes was starting left fielder.
Wow.
How did he do?
I have no idea. I will look actually now.
He probably went over 3 and re-injured his fucking whatever the fuck he
Yeah,
hurt.
he hurt something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not
Matt Harvey started
until the United States is playing. I don't know, or like Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic. Or
United
Japan.
States. So the way that they scheduled it, I don't know where the World Baseball Classic is this year. I think it's one of the Latin American.
I was gonna say Mexico. I think. Mexico.
The games are at 10 o'clock, unfortunately. So if you don't like to stay up late, we play
At night? That's not
Yeah,
bad.
we play-
I like that.
We play 9. They play at 9 p.m. on actually Cuba plays at 11 o'clock tonight. We start against Great Britain, probably gonna win that game.
Smack the fuck
If
out
you're
of
looking,
them.
if you're
Gonna
looking
beat
for
the
a-
shit out of
yeah,
them.
if you're looking for teams, I think America, obviously, the team's stacked. Obviously, Dominican Republic, that doesn't surprise anybody. Puerto Rico is the team I'm going with.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico is a
nice.
fucking beast of a team.
They got, the
Lindor.
Dream, they got the dream infield that we wanted. They got Correa and Lindor back to back next to each other. That's
That's
impressive.
that
disgusting.
team's insane.
They got Edwin Diaz too, right?
They also, I believe, have Seth Lugo. He for some reason, whenever the WBC comes around, he turns it on.
I think the Americans is going to be the Americans versus Dominicans, in my opinion.
It usually, I think it was last time. I also didn't mention Japan. Japan has the best player. Japan is the best player on the planet. We don't know the
They got
Japan
Ohtani.
we don't know the Japanese players because they take the guys from their country usually,
Yeah.
their league, but they're always.
I
good,
think I'm
so.
taking the DR.
Yeah,
Turn it
it's
off.
tough not to go with the
DR
DR
is
though, 'cause
crazy.
That team's just.
I mean, you look and they got Machado,
Dude.
they got Christian Javier, they got Luis
Julio
Garcia.
Rodriguez.
They have Cueto too. In this
J-Rod.
rotation. They got
Oof.
Alcantara. Yeah, they got
Alcantara.
J-Rod, Wander
Oof.
Franco,
Oof.
Rafael Devers, Willie Adamas, like Kettle Marte.
And that doesn't even
Mm.
Vladimir
Pena,
Guerrero might
Sterling
be-
Marte?
No.
Where's
Starling
Sterling-
Marte
Ketel
can't play.
Marte.
He's not. They're not letting Marte play.
Why?
The because
Mets aren't letting him play?
from that injury. He's still not 100% healed from that
And
injury.
he would have been Dominican too, right? Or
I
Cuban?
believe
He might be
he's
Cuban.
I'm almost certain he's.
Jeremy
But-
Pena and Gene Segura though as well.
Yeah,
That's
that's not
fucking
it. That
nuts.
wasn't including Vladimir Guerrero, who could.
No, they said he's not playing because.
Vlad Jr.?
They said he's gonna see if they advance far enough. He might play.
Oh wow, it was wagging.
I wouldn't, but obviously,
Yeah,
This means a
DR
lot
is
to
probably
players,
gonna win
right?
this.
So-
Yeah,
No, it
DR
does
is probably
mean a
gonna
lot.
win this one. Honestly,
yeah, they're
Never know with
bullpen,
the
too.
USA
Jesus.
U.S. has
got around
Trout. The U.S. has who?
Some
Well, we
dog.
were supposed to have Harper too, but Harper's not allowed to play.
Yeah.
His team, and it's
That
fair,
hurts
he had a
big
injury.
time.
The Americans struggle. Their
We got
pitchers
Pete
are pretty
Alonso.
weak.
I mean,
P.
I mean,
Alonso,
Tim
Anderson,
McNeil.
Nolan
Jeff
Arenado,
McNeil, man.
Mookie, Paul Goldschmidt,
Schwarber,
Kyle
Mullins,
Higashioka.
Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a-
that's
a
not being
really-
Real
DR.
Muto.
That's
no,
still
it's
not
not.
No, it's the pitching's also
it's just
very
not.
weak. The opening starters and
We have Trey
Adam
Turner as
Wainwright,
well.
like,
and Kyle Tucker.
so-
which
We don't have Kershaw or Verlander.
Kershaw wanted to play, but I believe he's hurt.
Mm.
Fucked.
Or he
Yeah,
started.
no, no
Yeah,
way of being
the-
that DR
Lance
team. That
Lynn.
DR team's fucking stacked.
Yeah, no, we're cooked. We're
No,
definitely
DR's
cooked.
What?
winning. DR and Puerto Rico are the two favorites in my head. But
There's
I
no
think
way
America,
US is winning
America's
that.
gonna get deep.
We'll get deep. We'll
The
get
lineup
to the
is stacked.
quarterfinals, semifinals, some shit, but that's
Yeah.
about it. Fucking with them.
Yeah. Our
Fuck that.
pitching just stinks. It's
Oh, and
not
for I know
scary.
Double R's listening. JT Real Mutos.
That is a fact. And him and Higashioka, which is that's
Oh, and
nice.
I didn't know Trey Turner was on the team.
Oh yeah, Trey Turner's
Trey
Turner's
Turner,
going
yeah.
up. Trey Turner's solid.
We got is Arenado on?
Yeah, Arnold.
I don't know.
He's a signature, a classic USA baseball guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's O'Neal Cruz playing for?
I don't think.
I think he's DR, but I don't think he's.
I don't think he's playing.
Okay.
Which just says a lot that he might not have been.
All right.
True.
I think that wraps it up. That was a good one. Get a little hour in. I'm pretty sure right an hour.
Yeah, a little over.
A little over an hour.
O'Neal Cruz didn't make the team.
Yeah. He's too young. I mean, exactly. That's crazy.
He's
That's
not going to play
fucking
on that
crazy.
infield.
That's how stacked that team is. O'Neal Cruz couldn't even make the team. It's fucking nuts. All right. MoSports TV. It was so great to have us back in the basement.
Let's get it.
We're booming. Elite 7-on-7 next weekend. We're going to talk. Hey, we might bring Nico on for a segment. Why not? Have us talk about the Elite 7-on-7 tournament going down March 18th and 19th for the youth leagues, for the youth high school. Into info is going to be lit. It's going to be lit.
question. How long is Pat Ewing? Pat Ewing's losing his job this year. I mean,
We're not going to end this episode slandering Nick's legend.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
just
Not on a 9-game win
Change
streak.
those, does it?
So no,
Huh?
it's not happening. Patrick
Hold
Ewing
on.
is a legend.
I love
And-
Patrick Ewing, the Nick. One of the worst college coaches I've ever
He's
seen.
best.
He is horrible.
MoSports TV.